Hi
Welcome to.
Dhaval, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And welcome to Second Life After 40. So we are
Okay.
we are having this podcast where we'll be talking everything about the life after Big 40, uh, and it's going to be covering so many different aspects of life: health, relationships, career, parenting, and also rediscovering who you are. And we will have this, dwelled into with complete honesty and zero judgment. So I think it's better you grab a cup of coffee and let's just walk through this together. And as you know, life's not slowing down, and neither we are. Thank you for giving me your time here. Before we jump into the aspects of what I'm going to cover from your life, I just wanted you to give a quick introduction about yourself.
So, Dhaval, the topic is really, really very interesting. And now to introduce myself over here, I feel that I would just like to say that I enjoy my each day that it comes, and I really look forward to the days that are coming in by meeting a lot of people and listening to them. So that's been my, the last few years have been just amazing meeting varied people and enjoying listening to them. And I have been learning a lot by not reading books, but by meeting people. So that's my new thing about myself that I would like to introduce who I am right now. So I would say that I'm just a good listener and a learner.
Okay, thanks, Jini. So just on that point, so now that you're just about 40, so is there a difference in you of being a good, better listener than what you were earlier?
Absolutely. I can actually, that is what I told you. Off lately, like I am above 40, as in I'm 45. And what I have seen a difference in that last 5 years, every year I can see a lot of balance and a pause that's been coming into me. Since I am in the field of psychology and a lot of philosophical work, reflection has always been a kind of, a kind of work with this question of yours. It is a quick reflection that I've seen what I was when I was 39 to what I was when I was 41, 42. So pause and balance is something what has really come into me right now.
Nice. Okay. So, so what has surprised you the most about getting older, between 39 to 45?
Um, I think I've got a lot of more freedom now. So I am able to make a better choice of what I want to do and what I don't want to do. With the pause, you has that come and breathe and say, yes, this is what I want to do and this is what I don't want to do, which really surprises me when I put up to, some situations. And I'm like, really, this is me, kind of a thing that happens to me.
Nice. And on that same note, when was the last time you were surprised about yourself in a good way?
Um, Yeah, so there was a very, very disturbing situation that had come in the last few months. Okay, and it was really very disturbing, and somehow I was able to pass through those storms and tsunamis and traumas in a much healthier way. And like after 6 months, when I sit back and I had to reflect to my those months, I felt very happy and there was a different smile that, oh, that was not the Jinisha that was there earlier. So now those tsunamis and hurricanes or whatever you would call them, they just come, they stay, I
Mhm.
work, and I'm back again to what I was.
Okay,
So that has really surprised me of lately.
nice. And do you feel more yourself now than what you did before turning 40?
Yes, actually, I feel very, very new in myself. Each day that I meet a person, And when I learn and I reflect back, I feel, oh, that's new Jini that's come over here.
Oh,
So a
nice.
lot of change, a lot of change. Yeah.
And you give credit to whom in this? To yourself or to the people that you interact with as well, or through just life in general?
No, no, I absolutely feel the varied people that I have met, whether it would be in my professional career or in my friend circle or in my relations with family members, or even just when I'm walking by and meeting, people who are just like a vegetable vendor to a rickshaw fellow.
Mhm.
Everybody has brought in something different into me.
Okay,
So, yeah, so those are the people that I have been meeting in my daily life.
interesting. And in this segment of your life, or part of your life, do you feel there is anything that's uh, quietly shifting, or it's just started to brew up than what was there before in time?
Yes, I would really say my emotional quotient. So, if I had to describe myself some down the line 10 years, I was completely a person who would not be able to keep a balance in the emotions. Either I
Mm-hmm.
would really sink into it, or I
Mm-hmm.
would, you know, sink into it and then feel disturbed and feel rubbish about myself, or then I would close myself. But now that I feel is I can reason out, I can question, I get a validation about it, why the situation has happened and what it is, and it is taken in a much, much healthier way.
And all this you can process and balance through your day.
Yeah, it disturbs me sometime, but there are a lot of meditative exercises that have been helping me to overcome this. I would not say that I have really reached to that goal, and I don't think we would ever reach to that goal. Otherwise, we would have been those Maharishis and saints.
Supreme,
But
supreme.
absolutely. And I don't think in this world there are any more Maharishis and saints. But yes, at least those meditative exercises and physical workouts have really helped me to, balance and work well.
Nice. So on that same note, what does a perfect day look like for you now as compared to earlier? You know, when I say earlier, it's like obviously before 40, when you were in your faster paced life of 30 to 35, and then earlier than that as well. But as on 40 plus, or right now we're 45. So what does a perfect day look like for you now?
I am able to have a closure of the daily activities by the end of the day. Unlike
Oh.
before,
Mhm.
the activities or the thinking would be carried to the first week of next day or the next day or the next day. But
Mhm.
now I see whatever whatever work I take up for that
Mhm.
particular day, I
Mhm.
I see to it that I have that much of energy, capacity, and quickness to complete it. So the next day is another new day for me completely. There are no backlogs of work or emotions or anything that has to be decided. It's just done for that day.
Nice. Okay. And we also just wanted, dwell more into uh, what's something that you understand now and that you wish you knew probably when you were 35 or 30.
Um, I think that everybody says that you have to live in present, live in present. I think people just say it, but it takes a lot of effort to live in present. And to say a yes to something and to say a no to something. So this entire thing of me right now, wish I have been like that before, where I could have said a nice yes or a nice no, but then again I would review it until and unless I wouldn't have those troubling days, or I would say days where the situations were very difficult for me to tackle. I wouldn't have made an effort to learn how to be better each day. So I really thank that those situations had come up, or I was not able to regulate myself well during the time of 35, 36. And I think it's the right time at 40 that you start realizing that it's now time for you to say a yes or a no. So I think it's
Yes.
the universe just places the right opportunities and that awareness and awakening for the people. So I think I am quite happy whether it happened now or it did not happen then. I am quite okay with that.
Nice. That's at least giving you a very clear, understanding of what you want to do for the next following minute as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So there is never a regret that I was 36 and 37. That was
Mhm.
chosen for me and that happened. And now this is chosen for me and this is
Okay. And how do you define success or happiness in Jinisha's perspective?
happening. uh, when I get when I get to hear that uh, we wish we could stay with you, or there was somebody came, Arey, it's nice talking to you and we don't feel stressed out after meeting, or you just made our day. So these are the kind of things when I get to hear from people around me, or somebody would come and say, why are you like this? How are you able to manage so much and still have that happy face? I think then that's my happiness.
Super. I'm sure there will be many who have encountered with you and felt really warming in that note.
Sorry, come back again. I
I,
lost.
I
What did you
said,
say?
I said I'm sure there'll be so many people in who have encountered with you in whatsoever way and would have definitely left the scene thinking that they've really done a great deed in meeting and encountering you for that moment as well.
Yes, absolutely. Like there was this one incident that just happened yesterday, and it was at my workspace where one of the parent we were having a call, and in that meeting we were over a phone call, and she was not ready to come and meet me. So the situation was like she sent her child for 4 days to our therapy center, and she said that I would see one day as a trial and thereafter he will come regularly. So we assume that okay, the child has enrolled and the child is now going to come regularly. After the fourth day, she says, oh, my child is not comfortable and now he's not going to come in. So we said, okay, so whatever is the fees for the 4 days, you got to pay that fees. So she said, okay, I will do this, I will do that. And for almost 1 week, she hasn't been coming and paying the fees. So yesterday we called her physically. She said, I cannot come. So I said, okay, let's have a call. On the call, I just told her, see, ma'am, this is our XYZ fees and you got to pay. She said, can you just be little reasonable about the fee structure? I said, ma'am, fees are never going to be reasonable. They are what they are supposed to be. So she started having that argument, and I just told her, ma'am, do you want to pay or you don't wish to pay? She says, no, I will pay, but I will pay what I am supposed to pay. So then I said, then it is good enough that you don't pay, because
Uh-huh.
we are not here to take the fees what the parent wishes to pay us. We are here to take the fees what my teachers have done work for. तो शी इज लाइक, मैम आप तो गुस्सा हो रहे हो, अगर मैं आपके सामने आती थी तो यू वुड हैव एंग्री विथ मी. I said, I said, I was so happy listening to that. I said, you are the first person who has told me this, but I really appreciate if today you feel that I am, but this is not the way it works with us. And she said, ma'am, आप सच्ची गुस्से में नहीं हो, but you are supposed to get angry, no? I said, no, why should I get angry on you for this? So that's where people say that how are you able to deal with them also in such a happy way? And we really thanked her and we wished her good luck in future. But ultimately the gist was that she said, I will pay only what I have to pay. So we told her it's okay. Do not pay anything to us. We would still wish you good luck and your son. But that's how, I always believe into it, that there are certain things where what you deserve, you really deserve. And if people are not happily giving to you, then it's always nice not to take those things also.
True. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move into the other phase of questions or probably, aspects. I wouldn't say questions as well because that's not the right way to put it. But anyway, we're just talking about your equation with people and relationships as well, because you encounter n number of people, n number of relationships that multiply through those people as well, right? It
Yes, yes.
could be transactional, it could be non-transactional, it could be learning, it could be unlearning, it could just be emotional, it could be uh, many small subtitles to it. So we just wanted to understand on that note, how do you take up things in that perspective? So what kind of conversations do you enjoy the most now than earlier with
So
people?
now it's more of knowing how people have spent their life, or knowing that how each one has a very different perspective about the philosophy of life or religions that they have, or how they, as their parenting roles or their relationships that they have. So something in relation to how each human is growing and how each human is in the society is, I think, something that's more interesting to me nowadays to listen to.
And who are the people in your life that really get to you these days?
Very difficult like that. But yes, I have few groups where, we do a lot of talking about certain books that we read, or
Mm-hmm.
it's my workspace that I happen to have some parents who are very good in talking into these concepts. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you'll not believe, of lately I met two young, strong-hearted people. One was a 60-year-old man and one was a 90-year-old man who
Wow.
came to my organization and said that voluntary they want to work for our organization.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
when I met and I sat and I spoke to them, they had
Mm-hmm.
such a beautiful energy of
Mm-hmm.
saying that living, since you have taken birth in this life, it is so important that each day should be spent well. And their whole thing was that work, whether it is physical work or whether it is any kind of work, giving it for monetary basis or anything, the body, the machine should keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just loved that, So the very people, even sometimes it's a auto rickshaw fellow. Like somehow I try to, I feel that does he really know that I'm a kind of a person who loves listening to stories? And they just start, Madam ji, आपको मालूम नहीं है कितना पैसा बढ़ गया है, and all those things. And by the time you reach work, you have all got his entire story into his place. So it is
Yeah.
right from that rickshaw fellow to the vegetable vendor to the shopkeeper that I met yesterday, and how he was cribbing that coconuts price have gone high and kishmish price have gone high. And I had to wait there actually for 20 minutes to listen to his story because he was so annoyed with the government, So so that's something, just I feel that is it written somewhere on my head that, oh, she will listen to you.
Nice. So have you been? Do you choose to be more selective about the company that you keep, or it just naturally is? It doesn't have any boundary or restriction. It's just I go with the flow, and as and when uh, the conversation ends, I just move. Or it's just is that you take the stand and make the first step to converse with the person or the company that you keep. How does it work?
Yeah. I don't know, somehow. So I would say that I just go with the flow, but sometimes I also make a choice where I need to start the conversation or where I need to be just a quiet spectator, or
Mm-hmm.
where I am a completely a passive spectator, not even taking in what people are talking about. So there are many groups where you feel that, oh my God, they're just wasting that hour or that time of theirs. But then I feel that that's their way of living. And then I pick up what I have to pick up from them and just take it. So there hasn't been anything like that where I have been very a yes and a no to the kind of people that I meet and converse. I take what I'm supposed to take from a people.
And with that, that you take from people as you converse and this thing, does it uh, hold up into your memory at some times and you bring it out in your experience with other people, or you just keep it with you, or and then process it and just revisit it whenever you need to as something that you want to ruminate over.
No, so yeah, so here I actually bring out certain kind of talks with people, or then I get them into my workshops or training, and I tell them that this is what I learned from this person, and this is what I really liked about this person. So
Mm,
there are times where certain stay back, in your mind, and you want to bring out to people and learn, and
mm,
just share with them, "Okay, this is what I learned." So
yeah.
that we have ever stopped learning, and
Right.
appreciation that okay, that person's this thing was really really beautiful, the way of starting the day of one of my friend, the way she starts her day is really nice, and
Mm,
that is something what I've started adapting into my life as well. So I think that's how I take what I am, I practice that, and then I move and I share with a lot of people.
mm. And do you find yourself reconnecting with old friends, or you lean into new ones as well?
See,
What
friends, sorry, come back.
what's more of it? Whether it's old friends reconnecting, or it's just that okay, I am not able to connect up with my old friends, so I also look into the new ones as well that come through my way.
I am quite open to it. I see to it that I meet my old friends as well, because
Mm,
I feel that I keep saying that I'm a good host, and I like people coming to my house. So my doors are always open to all my friends. So every month there is an invitation that I throw up to my friends to come and just meet and chit chat. But I'm
mm,
also open to meeting up new people and having a conversation with them. So when I go for my swimming class, I am
mm,
surrounded with many young and old people around me, and that's how we've made friends. So I have somebody who is just a 10-year-old boy, where we both challenge each other whether we are going to dive today or not dive today. And there is
mm,
another man who is a 60-year-old who talks how he has enjoyed his military life, and now how with his life with as a cancer survivor, he has become more bold to live each day. So, there is nothing that I would say no to a friend like that. I would really wait for both of them when I go for my swimming class. So I wait for that
yeah.
young boy as well as this old man. What am I getting learning new from them?
So your book is not filled with only just one color of page.
No, no, not at all.
Yeah, nice. And how do you decide what's worth your time now? Like like if you have to really say, uh, that today I had X, Y, Z of things in my agenda or on the calendar, and how do you decide to choose what's worth your time and what's worth your energy to invest or to share and to exchange information or exchange energy in that? How do you decide that?
Yes, yes, yes. So this is something what has really come in last, I would say, last 6 to 8 months,
Mm,
where very religiously I had decided that how I am going to, save onto my energies during the weekdays, and how I am going to spend my energy during weekends. So
why?
I have a very, sorry.
Why?
Yeah,
If I
because yeah, I realized that when I was giving myself a lot of importance to places where my energy was not utilized in the right manner, my whole week used to go trouble. Okay, so I used to get tired, or it would be a lot of backlog for myself. But
mm,
from last 6 8 months, when I've started putting up a schedule that okay, it's Monday to Friday, it's my work, my routine, my exercise, and the activities that I do.
mm,
I make it a point that I am able to say no to places where it is just going and sitting and chit chatting, and chit
mm,
chatting also for something which is not where I'm going to learn anything fruitful during the
mm,
weekdays. But weekends is something I completely shut off my work. So Saturday post 4 o'clock, I am in a mode where I can do all kind of nonsense talks with friends. I call up everybody, I do a video call, I chit chat.
mm.
Sundays is something where I'm more relaxed, and I do not attend any work phones after Saturday 4 o'clock to Monday morning 7 o'clock.
Wow.
So that has really, really helped me to balance, enjoy. have a lot of time for myself and a very quality time with people whom I'm also going to meet. Because otherwise, I am like half into my work zone, half into my fun zone, and I'm not able to balance them.
Mm,
So, this has really helped me to complete my task by Friday.
nice. Good. And if there is a moment or season of your life you find yourself looking back upon more often, which one would that be?
Um, I don't have anything specific, but I would really say the training that I started in Chennai with ERA. And each year that I was trained there in the philosophy given by Rudolf Steiner, and till date today, I keep, working or taking some more trainings in his philosophy and putting up Jainism together has really is something what I really look back for. And that has been the turning point for me completely.
And can you just give a one-liner on what era is so that anyone who is new and listening could at least understand what it would really
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yes. So ERA is a teacher training program. I would not say a teacher training program, but it's more over where how beautifully a teacher is nurtured by the philosophy that has been given by Rudolf Steiner, and how beautiful you can become a human who is going to meet another human.
Mm,
So their training is for around there are some 7 modules, and at your own pace, you're working in those modules. You can take break. You can continue the 7 modules together. A lot of freedom to learn, and
nice.
a lot of transformation has been seen not only in me but all the people who have been a part of this training program.
And it's open for everybody who is into the field of education as well as in general parenting, right?
Yeah, anybody can attend this. I feel it's not compulsory for a teacher only, but anyone who wants to see how beautiful you want to be as a human, because you're going to meet a human every day. We are not going to stay in jungles where you're meeting animals, right? So if you
Yeah.
want to meet another human, I feel this particular training program helps you to know how you as a human are.
Mm,
And when you see
yeah.
that change and that beautiful transformation into you, you feel it's possible for the other person and you start accepting them the way they are.
Nice. Yeah, it's true. At the end of the day, we interact with humans and we still have to emote, we still have to talk, we still have to use words, we
Yes.
still have to move on with things in life. So, understanding the opposite person, uh, not in terms of where their mind space is, but at least to acknowledge the fact that, there is a person opposite in front of you. How would you want to, walk through your life with that person? And that's a
See, this
beautiful
is
perspective, I
yeah,
feel.
I would just like to also add one thing. I feel that after learning this philosophy by Steiner and after being in touch with Jainism for such a long time, I have brought this very beautiful thing in my life is if I am meeting an ex person, that ex person is meeting me for some reason,
Hmm.
and let that reason be a beautiful reason. Because if this person has met me in this life, it's
Hmm.
because there were some unfinished deeds with, with what we both had. So
Hmm.
can I have a beautiful deed now so that we both are free from each other?
Yeah.
So, so this is what has been very strongly come into me when I did my biography course, which
Hmm.
is again given by Rudolf Steiner. And when I went through the entire module of karma,
Hmm.
now, every person that I meet, I allow that person to be with me in any form, whether the person wants to be good with me, whether that person doesn't want to be good with me, wants to hurt me, wants to love me, whatever it is. I see to it that I give that great respect to that person.
Got it.
So that has really come into me. And I feel that's making me what I said in the starting, has given me a lot of pause because I start looking at that person, what he or she must be in my earlier life. And then I start pondering over it. And then I said, okay, there is something there that's been there for both of us.
Nice. And just moving from, you know, uh, uh, we've actually dwelled into multiple segments, but I'm just coming back into a new segment of growth and change, okay, and something of how to let go of things. So on what you said about karma and
Huh.
with you coming over the new life of after 40, how do you judge yourself now as against when you were younger?
Mm. So younger, I was a very fearful person.
Uh-huh.
I would also be I would not say manipulative, but would always try to safeguard myself.
Uh-huh.
And I would not understand what is right or wrong. I would just, believe into whatever was happening. Okay, this has happened, then it is happened because of me. But now I have come to a position where I am not fearful because I know that this had to happen to me and this has happened to me. My whole funda of life is that how do I deal with it? Or
Okay.
what is the process of moving forward rather than sitting back, cribbing, crying over it? Can I see a door which is showing me another pathway to move? So I feel that, those extra antennas and those critical thinking, which usually the school starts teaching them through books, I think I
Uh-huh.
have learned it with as I've grown and I've met a lot of people and life lessons have actually taught me that. So that is a big difference and big shift that I see what I was then and now.
Okay. And do you think people ever stop evolving, or do you think that it's just different with age?
Sorry, come back up again. I missed your
I
question.
said, do you think people ever stop evolving, or does it just look like it's different just with age?
See, I feel people never stop evolving. But I also have been also seeing the other side of it that people don't want to evolve. So they feel that, yeah, because I feel that they are so scared that to bring about a little change into their systems or in
Mm,
themselves, they are very, very fearful. They do not want to come out of that secured cocoon or that secured thing that they have already laid. So it's like, you're already on a couch which you're enjoying. But
mm,
for me, I have felt that if each day I am evolving, I am getting more younger and more powerful and more energetic because it is keeping me on, it is keeping me to think. And we
mm,
humans are machines. If we are not going to think, we are going to die. So the
mm.
minute I stop thinking, I will surely collapse.
Yeah, the
So
weird thing
then I
is we
will,
also are humans who emote. So if we don't emote
yes.
and we don't think, we are almost dead as is.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and then there is no difference between me and animals, right? Because that's the only thing that we have got is thinking.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
So I think that everybody should learn that okay, thinking is there. That means it is that you have to evolve. You cannot stay what you are.
Nice. So, what's something that you have recently learned or unlearned about yourself?
Um the recent thing that I have done is that I always ask. I have started asking. So whether it is a weirdest question. And people say, really, you don't know this? You've come to this position? I said, no, I really don't know. And is it okay? It is wrong to ask such a question. And the Gen Zs that I am meeting are making me feel more and more duffer because I really need to know what's happening in the world right now. So my questions have gone back to that of a nursery and senior KG to people, and I don't feel ashamed or think that whether I am 45 or whether I'm in a position of running an organization and I am a psychologist or a special educator. How can I ask such stupid questions? But so that is the whole thing that I have learned right now. It's always good to ask. There is no harm into asking.
And I think somewhere with your biography course that you mentioned, we always go back in time where we become, though we might be not in the physical form of a baby, but we still act and behave like a baby as we come, to the older years of ourselves, where we begin to ask for everything rather than just having conversation. We ask to understand more and to to have a better connect as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And I feel it's always good to be not shown to people that you're intelligent. The more you show your people that you're dumb, the more learning happens.
True.
So that
Nice.
is what I feel. Okay, the people should know, yeah, she's dumb, so let her learn. And they feel good about it to explore, and there's a more opportunity to have conversation.
Uh, So, on that same note of, where you feel that, you had growth and change as well, uh, in terms of discovery, okay, and adventure, what's something bold or unexpected you have done recently?
Um, Bold.
Or unexpected things that you've done recently? Something that happened, it was unexpected and it just came out or
Uh,
just
ye- yes,
encountered.
yes. So this is something what I had decided in the month of May that this year of the academic working year, I am not going to take any extra load of Jinshiksha. Okay,
Mm,
so I am feeling very, very relaxed because I have given away that loads to, we've made hierarchy at our workspace.
mm,
Okay, so whatever challenges come up with the team or with the teachers or with the therapist and all, they all have a heads to go back to.
mm,
Unlike what till last year, they would all come to me. And I had a load to resolve a lot of things at the organization. But this year, I have completely trusted the team. And I said, whatever decision they make, I will go with it. I am not going to impose my thinking over here because I need to evolve and I need to grow. And I need other people also to make certain decisions, whether they are right or wrong. So trusting my
yeah.
team that they are
Mm,
going to do what I have trained them in so many years is
mm,
something what I have taken a very bold decision from this month of June, July.
nice. And
Today
you see,
only, yeah, yeah,
sorry,
sorry.
continue. Continue.
No, so
Sorry.
today only we had a review meeting of 1 month because it's 1 month for our organization to start with school and everything right now. So
Mm,
1 month review told me that the decision that I have taken is really, really good enough. And
mm.
that gives me very, very, good confidence about my training that I've given to the leaders.
Yeah, and it's also to do with micromanagement, right?
Yes.
Having one person sit on top and micromanage when you have capable and skillful people below, who can
Yes.
do the work for you. But if you keep poking a nose in between, I'm probably putting it blunt. Micromanagement is
Ah,
like putting your nose in between for everything is
yes.
not going to be giving you a healthy space to work as well. There is never going to be an easy day then in life at work.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is really making me feel so good that my days are so very structured. Like every Friday, whatever may happen, there are these meetings which are scheduled. So I am there at my workspace at 2 o'clock, available for one group for meetings, for the second group at 3 o'clock, for the third group at 4 o'clock. So Fridays is a closure of the whole week, and
Mm,
that goes really well. And that kind of scheduling and timetable management has really made very easy for me this particular month, and I'm
nice,
looking forward for it for many more years like this.
nice, good. Uh, so, what's something you think that I might have not realized I've done that has meant a lot to you?
Nothing. I think you've picked up a lot, but I just want to, I don't know if it's a closure or what it is,
No, there's not a
but
closure. Still, there's a long way to go.
yeah,
Go on.
yeah. So reading a lot of books of variety of kinds is something what has really helped me. And the recent book that I'm reading is Mind Shift.
Mm,
And I think it's come at the right time because I had to really shift my mind from not being so rigid about that it's my organization, it's my this, it's my husband, it's my mother, those kind
mm,
of a things, where I was until last few months or year, I used to get very possessive. No, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, I am responsible to take care of it, it is my baby and all. But I think from the time that November when I lost my mom and I realized no, nothing is mine. So something is really going to go, and what is it just going to give you in the end is the pain. And are we really supposed to take that pain? And a lot of thinking after that has made me realize let going and shifting your mind, that mind shift, that you have to keep growing and you cannot be rigid. You cannot have a fixed mindset is
True.
something what is I feel that everybody at the age of 40 plus 45 plus, because people are struggling, they're in that midlife thing that they have children to take care and um, adult children, that is their parents who are exactly like their children, who are more matured, and that they are in between those two generations, which is very very opposite, but they have the same traits. So this people who are in that age of 45, 50 have to understand that they cannot hold on to this two generation. They have to just sail through to whatever they say and not get drained into them.
Yeah. Just like the legend Bruce Lee says, be like water, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the minute you are that, no, you will be able to fit into everybody's shoes. But the minute you say, I want to become an ice, solid one, it is going to be very difficult.
Yeah. So, what kind of support or encouragement do you find most helpful these days?
I think it's more of the encouragement that you really need to take rest when you're supposed to take rest and
Mm-hmm.
work when you're supposed to take work. So the self talk that you got to do with yourself and to listen to it and not argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are times when I've seen many people, yeah, I want to really take rest, but this is not letting me do. But no, you listen to what you're supposed to listen at one go. If you want to work, then you be wholeheartedly there. And if you want to rest, then you be wholeheartedly there. So I think these are the support system that when you start listening to your own body
Yeah.
and how much time you give to your own self and your own heart movements, that what it is trying to do,
Yeah.
then you don't need any physical support like a counselor or a friend or helping hands or anybody. I think we ourselves are good enough to take care of ourselves.
Yeah. And uh, what's something you're curious about for your next chapter of life?
I am very curious to know how I would be at the age of 60. Am I going to have a stick in my hand or am I going to wear a denture? So I am very excited whether I'm going to have denture or no.
Only a denture and a stick, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay. So, yeah, couple of closing questions and we're done because we're short on time, but still, definitely, thank you. We just only had three more questions, okay?
Yes, yes.
So it's a very light-hearted question, and I am sure even as you ponder over it, you might probably get a smile across your face. It's just, what's the most second life thing you've done, like totally different from your past?
Oh, oh my God. You were correct. The question is really like I have started taking a lot of bold steps. Um, the steps where I feel that if I have taken it, I am responsible for it and I'm enjoying that. Whether those
So
steps then, yeah.
no, so it's basically saying that you are venturing into those dark areas of your life where you probably were having some kind of a handle support or back support, but now you are taking it to see what you are exploring, right?
Sorry, sorry, come back again.
I said you are now taking those bold steps in those areas where eventually or earlier you were guided or supported and handheld, but now you're probably taking the step and self-exploring it on your own.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So I take those bold steps. I may fail in some of them, but I may success in some of them. But I am now taking. I am not waiting back for those supports.
Got it.
So I feel that okay, this is the time where I am supposed to do this, and I will do this. So
Yeah, nice.
I think that is something what I have started doing now.
What kind of advice are you more likely to give now than ever before?
If you say that if I'm supposed to say this to people who are going to listen, who are after, post 40 and the ones who are coming in, just relax and chill.
Mm,
You cannot do anything beyond your own capacities. And you can't keep running. That's for it. So you have to live life. You have to just live life and the life that you want to really live for now. I am going
mm,
to earn money for tomorrow is just a bullshit. It just cannot happen. And with kind of the uncertainty that we have been seeing currently,
mm,
I feel that people it's too late for them to realize that just live a day. You cannot say that okay, I will call this friend tomorrow. No, that tomorrow will never come in. If you've thought of it, do it right away.
mm.
So my
So,
just
so
advice is that if
preparing
even if a thought
preparing
has
for a
come,
day preparing for a day is better than preparing for the life. Huh?
absolutely, it is because you look at the uncertainty that's been happening. The crash that happened of the flight
Yeah, India.
was such
Yeah,
an uncertain thing, right? There were so many dreams of people, and they have just
correct.
got crushed. So with that kind of a thing and the deaths that are happening, they are just all alarming to the other people, and I don't know why people have still not awakened themselves. Just have small dreams. Have a dream that okay, you're going to come back home happily and see your family back again. Is what is going to make a great difference into your day.
Agree. I agree to that point, but still, we are human, and life around us is all about aspiring to many great things, to have a great desire to give back to the family, to give back more and more, that your own parents couldn't afford at that point in time when you were a child. So yes, I agree that, live in the moment, do whatever you are capable to do in your spectrum. But I think humans still don't understand it until they touch 45, 50, right? They only think that, oh,
Absolutely.
my life is 20 years old right now, I'm 20, and I still have a long life ahead of me. Let me reach 30 and then I'll think about it. 30 goes as a breeze, 40 comes, and then you start realizing that, oh, I really can't move as I was at 20. I'm still now getting lagged out now. I really can't reach to the heavens and stars as I used to be at 20.
I feel you know what, Dhaval, it is like if I had to, this is many a times that a thought has come to me that the way humans used to live earlier, okay, when there was not too much of technology. I would not even say technology for that reason, but something where people were living earlier. Everything happened at the time that was biologically decided.
Mm,
Okay, so the people used to biologically at the right age get married, biologically at the right age become parents, at very right age retire from work, right? If you see that pattern, people are now going very much against the nature,
mm,
right? And nature is also very smart to play, games with humans. It
mm,
is the nature, the universe, the technology, everything is trying to lure the young people today by saying that it's okay, you can have your own time and do what you feel like. We are always here, but people are not awakened to that. Aren't they saying the disaster of the nature that's happening, the climatical changes, everything is happening? And still people want to go against the nature through their biological body clock also. And
mm,
if you see this entire cycle that is happening, late marriages, late children, troubled children, divorces, all that is creating so much of unhealthy human.
mm,
Right. So
mm,
I feel that the people, our parents or our grandparents or our great grandparents never had something like this kind of diseases also because they were fulfilled with whatever they had. They were very happy with whatever they had.
mm.
So So I feel that if those were our ancestors, then whom are we today taking as our role models? Can't we take them as our role models?
But do you think we'll
And
ever
then,
go back like that in time?
of course, if you have those goals set, like if there are people, I have met so many people who have a very standard goals that I want to make this much income and that is it. I
Uh,
want to really have this kind of a standard of living, and that is it. And until and unless you don't set those goals and you don't set onto that by saying that this is it and I don't want to move ahead, is that is what I told you in the beginning. No, are we really listening to ourselves? So if we are not listening to ourselves, then
yeah,
everybody is going to come and put something into your ears.
yeah. True, true, true,
So,
true.
so it is very, very important to be true to yourself and really say that is this really making me happy? Like
Yeah.
today, today only I told my team, that you walk into the class or you meet a colleague and tell that colleague, or just think in your mind that I want this colleague to be like me.
Hmm.
So the minute I say that, I am responsible to be a good person because I want that
Correct,
person to be good to me.
correct. Very true. Very
Correct.
true. Yeah.
So I did not want to tell them that you be good to children, you be good to your friend, you be good to your colleagues. I just gave them this game. Okay, let's play this game from Monday. And you walk in and you look at that person and say, I wish Jinisha is like me, and she will be like you. So I think it's more of the words and the game of your thinking that will really help people to live a really, really peaceful and joyful life.
All right. And we have the last question of this session. Correctly just have a couple of minutes to finish. So the question is,
Yeah,
if this chapter had a title, what would it be? I mean to say
the
your chapter.
title.
Yeah, your chapter, what would it be?
My chapter's name would be Dream.
Sorry?
Dream Jini.
Dream Genie. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you like to throw some light on it?
Yeah, because see, there is no harm in dreaming, right? But from that dreams, what is it that is going to be fulfilled is all in your hands and in your own mind.
Uh,
So there can be it is so beautiful to dream about so many things, and you never know what is going to be there for you the next day.
correct.
So I always feel like it's good to dream. So I call myself like that.
Nice. All right. So thank you for sharing so much of your insights, so much of your experiences, so much of what you are totally, Jinisha. And
Yeah.
I think it's been a wonderful session for me to, really ponder over what kind of questions and what kind of responses have come from you. Uh, I
Mm-hmm.
really, I really thank my own friend, my very close friend Sujay, who's in UK, for all of these,
Okay.
bundled up questions that we had really pondered over, gave it a thought, streamlined it, and also to really give me that push and nudge to even think about starting something that I would have really taken years, million light years to even start. So thank you very much on this as well.
I think I need to thank you because this was another review session for myself, It was like so much of introspection. Okay, okay, this is really me and this is what I've been doing. Thank you. I would really like to get this scripted if you can ever do it for me because this is
All
something really beautiful that, with this conversation